And just before we do, just to remind you, if you wish to knock any luck off, knock it off at the rostrum before you leave the ring. Otherwise, you have to sort it out yourself. Whatever you do, knock the luck off up at the rostrum before you leave the ring. A nice wet morning, and it's going to rain all over the country before night. And grass will grow like it's never grown before. Right then, well, we've 10 grand lambs here to start off here, right away from Graham Muddy. Then the Bennegood lambs, local lambs, just outside Hawes here. How much for all? Anybody tell away than £130, than £120, anybody? 120 pounds. 120 better, 120 pounds better, 2 better, 2 5 better, 8 better, 128 pounds. 30, 132, 132 better, 132 better, 132. Anybody else have at 132? We'll take a bit of time with the first 10 and then we're getting on. 132. What? 5 with a base back at 132 pounds. 5% back, 132 pounds. At 132, anybody else have £132 but all out here now at 132. At 132 if you like now, £132. Anybody else have at £132? Don't catch this. Keep the alleyway clear, please. Keep the alleyway clear. 20 of them this time. Good lambs again. Then a night lambs and all the time, anybody's all the time, then 110, about for anybody, £100 mate, £100 about a 5, about a 10, about a 110, about a 112, 115, 118, 118, about 118, about a 118 mate, 118, 20, 120 mate, 120 about 120 pound, about 120 mate. Anybody else have? 120 about 120 pound, about out in the doorway, at 120 mate. 120 about 120 pound. Anybody else have? 120 about 120 pound. John Bakker, number 2. John Bakker, number 2 for 20 of them, John. 20. 20 good lambs again this time. Same home again. Then a night lambs again this time. Anybody have? Then £100 for them. £100 about 100 about 100 pound about 100 about 100 pound about. I'll take a tip of anybody at £100 mate. £100 about 100 about 100 pound about. Everybody else have 100 mate. 100 mate. £100 if you like have £100 about. I'm gonna sell them. £100. Anybody else have £100? £100. John Bakker number 2. John Bakker number 2 for 20 of them. 20. 20 of them again this time. 20 good lambs here. Look at them. A penny knife on this time. Then £100 again. £100 for away. Then £100. Then a £90 mate. A £90 better. 90 better. 2 better. 5 better. 8 better. 98. £100 better. 102. 5. Is that right, young man? 1 5 mate. 1 5 better. 105 better. 105 mate. 1 5 better. 105 better. Everybody else have 105. 1 5 all out here now. 105 better. 105 8 better. 108. 1 8 better. 1 8 better. 108 pound better. Another better share at 108 pound. Then kid. Then kid Derbyshire. 20 of them. 20. 10 altogether this time. Then 10 lambs again. 4 lambs again this time. Anybody starts on a £90 bottom. A £90 bottom, £90 better, 90 better, £90 better, 90 better, £90. I'll take 2 to get on at £90 maiden. A £90 better, 90 better, £90 better, another better sharp at £90, £90 at 2, 92 maiden, 5, 95 8, £98 better, another better now at £98 better, 98 maiden, 100 maiden, £100 better, £100 better, £100 maiden, 100 maiden. 2, 1 2, 1 2 better to better 102 pound better to better 102 maiden. 102 better 102 pound. Nigel Haynes 102 number 1. Nigel Haynes number 1 for 10. Now here we are this time. 10 of them. 10 altogether this time right away from Messrs. Ayrton. Them's a pen of good sheep. Been with all the lot this time, then a pen of nice on there. How much for all? Anybody's out, then 150 for them. 10% for luck, 150 for them. £150 better, 120 maiden. 120 better, 120 pound better, 5 better, 125, 50 better, 150 maiden. 15, 140, 5, 50, 60, 70, 80, 18, 90, 190 better, 190 pound better, 190 maiden. 190 about 190 pound about another battle if you like. 200 pound maiden. At 200 pound. At 200 pound about 200 pound mate. You're all out here now at 200 pound. I'll take a fiver to get on. At 200 pound mate. I did it at 200 pound. 200. You bid it at 200 pound maiden. 200 pound if you like. Up at 200 pound about a boy on at 200 pound. At 200 pound if you like. 5, 10, 210 maiden. 210 barrel 210 pound barrel 210 maiden. At 210 barrel 210 pound barrel another barrel sharp at 210. The ward, that right? The ward 210. $14 altogether this time. Good lambs again, never a pen of good shape. Anybody down than 120 for them? Made 120 by 120 pound about 120 pound about 120 by 5 125 125 by 128 pound about 128 by 128 by 128 pound about 128 by 128 128 by 128 pound about going on at 128 128 by everybody else have 128. John Bakker number 1. John Bakker 1 for 14. Michael Bakker, number 1. Michael Bakker, 1. Michael Bakker. Got that right. Sorry? 41 of them this time. 41 altogether this time. How much for all? Anybody down about £100 for them? I want to spend a good JP yet. £100 for them, then £100, then £90 maiden. £90 better, £90 better, £90 better, £90 better, £2 better, £92 better, £92. £92 maiden. £92 better, £92 better, £92 better, £92. £92 maiden. £92. Anybody else up at 94? 6. Another battle. 96 maiden. Penalized lambs. Hit dear. 96 maiden. £96. Anybody else up at 96 pound better? Gonna sell them. At 96 pound. Anybody else up at 96 pound better? 96 pound. And kid. For 41. 41. $16 good lambs here right up Radle side. Right away from Messrs. Howard this time. Right away from Radle side. Up against Emma, what they yonder. Don't we all the lot this time? Then a pen and I shave here. How much for all? Anybody's down than 120 for them. And £100 maiden. £100 better, £100 better, £100 better, £100 better, £100 better. Take a 2 of anybody. What 2? 1 2 maiden. 1 2 better, better, 105, 8, 10. 110 maiden. 110 better, better, 110 better, better, 110 maiden. 110 but not hard sold. 110 maiden. 110 better, £110. Anybody else have 110 maiden? 110 better, better, £110 better. Gonna sell them. At 110, anybody else have 110 pound better, come better. 110, anybody else have 110. Stanbridge. Stanbridge. Stronger lambs this time. 10 of them. 10 this time. Anybody's out this time. Then £100 for them. £100 for them. And then a 95, 90 pound mate. 90 pound better, 90 better, 90 pound better, 90 pound better, 90 pound better, 2, 5, 95 maiden, 95 pound better, 95 pound better, 8, 98 maiden, 98 pound it can eyes up at 98 pound, anybody else up at 98 maiden, all out here, 100, 2, 1 2 maiden, 1 or 2 to better, 1 2 better, to better, 102 pound better, 102 maiden. 1 2 better, to better, 102 pound. Anybody else have 102 pound? I should know. Mr. Williamson, that's it. 10 of them. $24 of them this time. 24 this time. How much for all? Anybody's down for them? £90 for them. £90 for them this time. And a 82 maiden. 82 pound better, 2 2, 82 pound better, 4 4, 84 6 better, 86 pound, 86 pound, 86 pound. It lies up at 86 pound. Anybody else have at 86 pound? 86 pound, 86 pound. Anybody else have at 86 8, 90 pound, 90 second on, 91, 91 maiden, 2, 92 bait. 92 pound, anybody else up? 92 pound, about 92, anybody else up? 92 pound, anybody? 3, 4, 94 bait. Anybody? 5, 6, 7, 97 bait. 97 pound, anybody else up? 97 pound, but I'm going to sell them at 97, 8. Just another. 98 bait. 98 pound, anybody else up? 98 pound, but I'm going to sell them at 98 pound, about 98 pound. John Bakker, number 2. John Bakker, 2. Thank you very much. 2. 24 of them there. 10 of them this time, right away from Morgan Shuttleworth. Right away from Morgan this time. Now that here we are this time, pen and ice lambs are here. 10% look on them. 10% this time. How much for all? Anybody's down this time, then 140 for us. 120 then. Bid 120 by 120, pound by 20 by 125, by 30 by 130. 5, 40, 5, 145 then. 145 by 145, 50 by 150, 5, 155, 60, 5, 70, 170 bang, 170 by 170 pound by 170 bang, at 170 by 170 pound by 107, at 170 by everybody else up 170 pound by going on, 170 everybody else up, I'm going to sell them at 170 pound. Percy Bowman, 1. Percy Bowman, number 1. Percy Bowman, 1 for 10. 10. 10 again, 10% again. 10 and nice lamb this time. Then 120 by 120 by 120 pound by 120 pound 5 by 125. 125, 13, 5, 135, 135, 40, 140 by 140 by 140 pound, but I'll take 2 to get on the 140 by 2, 5, 8, 15, 2, 152, 5, 155, 8, 158, 158, about 158 pound, anybody else have at 158, 158, 158, bet 16, 160 pound, 160 about 160 pound, about I'm going to sell him at 160 pound, John Capstick. Then of them. 20 to follow. Grand lambs here, Morgan again. 20 good lambs and all this time. I want my dog, anybody's down, then 110 for them. 100 pound bait, 100 pound bait, 100 bait, 100 pound bait, 100 bait, 100 pound bait, 100 pound bait, 2, 5, 8, 10, 12, 15, 18, 20, 2, 5, 125, 125, 8, 128, 128, bet 128 pound, bet 128 bait. 128, bet 128 pound, bet I'm going to sell them. 13, 160 bait. 160 about 160 pound, about another fellow share about 160 bait. 160 about 160 pound, anybody else share about 160 pound. John Bakker, number 1. John Bakker, 1 for 20 of them. 20. 20 again. 20 round lambs again this time. I want my door, anybody's out than 100 pound bait. 100 pound, about 100 pound, 100 pound, about 100 pound, 100 pound, about a 5 of anybody. 5, 1 5 bait, 1 5 about 105 pound, about 105 bait, 10, 15, 20, 5, 8, 120, 13, 132, 132 bait, 132 about 162 pound, about 132, 132, 132 about 162 pound, about I'm going to sell them all out in front of 132. David Wood, Clitheroe. David Wood, Clitheroe for 20. 25 again. 25 this time, then 100 pound bait. 5, 1 5 by 110, 10 by 115. 115, 115 by 115, pound by 115 bait. 18, 118, 118 by 118, pound 20, 2, 122. 122 about 122, 5, 8, 13, 2, 5, 8. That'll be 138. 138, about 138 pound, about 138. 138, about 138 pound. Anybody else? I've got to sell them at 138. John Capstick. 25 of them there. 21 this time. Then a good lamb. Put away this time. Then 105 pound. 105 out of 105 out of 105 pound out of 105 8, 10, 15, 20, 2, 5, 8, 128 pound. 128 about 128 pound about 128. 128 about 128 pound. Anybody else have a 128? John Bakker number 1. John Bakker 1 for 21 of them. 21. 20 of them this time. 20 grandams again this time. How much for all? Anybody saw this time? And 105 pound. 105 out of 105 out of 105 pound. At 105. 105 out of 105 pound out of 18. 18 10, 12, 15, 18. 118 at 118 pound. It can rise up 118. 118 at 18 at 118 pound. Anybody else have at 118? The Hobbs. The Hobbs for 20 of them, 20, 25 of them this time, 25 altogether this time. Anybody saw this time? Then 100 pound for them, bid, 100 pound bid, 100 pound about a 5, about a 1 5, about a 105 8, 10, 15, 20, 2, 122 bid. 122 about 122, but all out here then at 122, all out in front. 122 about 122 pound. Anybody else have at 122? Right to Heatherington, number 2. Heatherington number 2 for 25 of them. 25. 20 of them this time. 20 altogether this time. Put away for them. Anybody's out this time. Then 100 pound main. 100 pound about 100 about 100 pound about 105 about 105. 10. 15, 115, 115 about 115 pound about 15 about 118, 118, 118 about 118 pound about 118. Anybody else have at 118? 118 about 18 about 118 pound. Anybody else have at 118 pound? They all together? No. Sorry. One. Thank you. 1. For 20 of them, 20. 21 altogether. 21 this time. Anybody down than 100 pound main? 100 pound about 100 about 5, about 1 5, about 105 8, 10. 110 main. 110 about 110 pound about 110 main. At 110 main, all out in front. 110 main. 110 about 110 pound about 110 main. 110 about 110 pound. Anybody else have at 110 pound? Nigel Haynes 1. Nigel Haynes number 1 for 21 of them. 21. 21 again. 21 again this time. How much for all? Anybody's have for them? 100 pound main. 100 pound, about 100 pound, 100 pound, about 5, about 105 pound, about 105 pound. At 105, 8, 10, 12, 114, 16, 116, about 116 pound. Anybody else have at 116? At 116, about 116 pound. Anybody else have? Got to sell them at 116. John Bakker, number 2. For 21 of them, John, 21. 28 this time. 28 altogether this time. How much for all? Anybody's out for them? Anybody's out this time? Then 100 pound main. 100 pound about a 5, about a 1 5, about 105 main. At 105. 1 5 about 105 pound, about 105 main. At 1 evening. 105 about 105 pound, about 1 5, 1 8, 1 8 about 108 pound, about 10, 12, 112 main. 112 about 112 pound. It can rise up 112 pound, about 112 pound. John Gent, number 1. Gent number 1. John Gent 1. 28 of them, John. 28. $25 of them this time. 25 altogether. How much for door? Anybody's out for them? 95 pounds. 95 pounds about 8 better. 98 pounds about 100. 2, 5, 8. 1 8 mate. 10. 110 mate. 110 better. 10 better. 110 pounds better. 10 better. 110 mate. 12. 112 mate. 112 better. 10 better. 112 pounds. Anybody else up? 112 better. 112 pounds. Anybody else up? John Gent number 1. John Gent 1 for 25. Sorry. 21 this time. 21 altogether this time. 95 bait. 95 pound mid well-bred sheep 8. 98 bend. 98 pound better. 98 pound better. 98 pound. 100. 100 pound bait. 100 pound better. 100 better. 100 pound better. Take a 2 to get on. At 100 pound bait. 2. 1 2 4 6. 1 6 bend. 1 6 better. 106 pound better. 6 better. 106 bend. 1 all 6 better. Anybody else? I've got to sell him at 106 8. 1 8 bend. Take it on. 1 8 better. 108 pound. Ben Kid. 21 of them. 34 this time. 34 of them this time. Anybody's down for them. 90 pound mate. 90 pound better, 90 better, 90 pound better, 90 better, 90 pound better, 90 pound. A 90 pound mate. A 90 pound it lies up a 92 to better, 92 better, to better, 92 pound. A 92 mate. A 92 4 6. 96 mate. 8. 98 mate. A 98 pound better, 100. 102. 1 2 mate. 1 2 better to better 102 pound. Anybody else have 102 pound? 1 2 better to better 102 pound. Better 102. Henry Johnson, number 1. Henry Johnson 1 for 34 Mark. 34 of them. Thank you very much, Jill. Thank you, lady. Ten of them this time. Ronnie Suckle. Right away from David Suckle here this time. Ronnie and David. And a nice lambs here. How much for all? Anybody's down? Then 150 for him. 110 maiden. 110 better to better. 110 pound better to better. 110 maiden. 110 maiden. 110 better to better. 110 pound better to better. 110 maiden. 12. 15. 18. 118 better. 120. 120 maiden. 120 about 120 pound about 120 pound. All out here. 120 pound. 120 about 120 pound about 102. 5. Is that right? Is that right? What we doing? Sorry? Well, I don't blame you for that, but just be careful. 122 pound. 5. 125. 125 about 125 pound. Anybody else have a 125? 125 at 125. Anybody else have? I've got to sell them at 125 at 125. David Dick. No, David Dick. There's just 10 of them. 10 again. 10 altogether this time, then 100 pound for them. 100 pound. 100 pound about 100 pound. 100 pound about 100 pound about 102 about 102. 5, 8, 10. 110 mate. 110 better to better. 110 better. 110 pound. At 110, 12, 15. 115. 115 better. 18. 120. 120 pound. 120 about 120 pound. Anybody else have? 120 about 120 pound. About 120 pound. John Bakker number 2. John Bakker 2 for 10. 19 of them. 19 altogether this time, then 100 pound for them. 100 pound for them, then a 90 pound maiden. 2, 92, 92, 5, 95 pound, better, 95 pound, better, 95 maiden. 8, 100, 100 pound maiden. £100, about £100, anybody else have a £100? All out here. £100 bait. £100 it can rise up, £100 tail. 1 4. 1 4 bait. 1 5. 1 5 bait. 1 5 about £105. Anybody else have £105? John Bakker number 2. John Bakker 2 for 19 of them, John. 19. 20 on this side. 20 altogether this time, anywhere than a 92 baiting. 92 for better, £94 better, for better, £94 better, £94. 94 6. 98. 100. 102. 1 2 baiting. 1 2 better, 2 4. 1 4 baiting. 1 4 better, for better, £104 better, for better, 1 4 better, £104. At 1 4 better, for better, £104. Anybody else up? John Bakker number 2. John Bakker 2 for 20 of them. 20. 25 of them this time. 25 altogether this time. I want to know anybody other than a £90 baiting. A £90 better, 90 better, £90 better, 90 better 2. 5 8. 98 baiting. 100 2 5 8. 108 baiting. 10. 110 baiting. 110 better, £110 better, £110 baiting. 110. Anybody else have it? 110. Mr. Strickland number 2. Mr. Strickland number 2 for 20.